Boom! He's back. So, Chargers. Deeply interested in and authentically connect with others. Simply put, Chargers love people. They love people. That's what I always told you. I love people. For sure. That's the essence of life, to love each other. To love each other, no? They have a deep sense of curiosity and respect for others. They ask a lot of questions and genuinely listen to the dreams, fears, and daily realities of others. They are not merely social butterflies, breezy in their interaction with others. Quite the contrary, they tend to focus intently on others. And they have authentic interaction with people and deep, meaningful relationship with their friends and families. Sometimes it's hard because they don't see things really the way you see it, but it's still, you gotta have some kind of connection with people. While they are generally seen as more outgoing and extroverted than other people, they are thoughtful conversationalists and have few superficial relationships. They see relationship in life as an opportunity for connecting, learning, growing, and sharing a piece of themselves. Chargers say the relationships they have with others are often the most important things in their lives. Relationships are seen as the key vehicle to engaging in and enjoying life. Sure. Encountering life. Chargers are self-reliant. Despite their drive to connect with others, Chargers are extremely independent and resourceful. They march to their own drummers. They welcome company on their journeys, but not to the extent that they are willing to divert their paths. They do not feel responsible for making everyone around them happy if it means compromising their own values. For this, they're often seen unfairly as stubborn or self-minded mavericks. But the reality is that they are simply brave enough to chart their own course and confident enough on their journeys to try new ideas, and even to fail and figure things out for themselves. Chargers are creatively driven. Creative expression is a big part of Chargers' life. They tend to choose jobs, careers, projects, causes, and opportunity based on whether they feel they can be creative and expressive. Thus, in any given situation, Chargers tend to be the creators, artists, designers, storytellers, and thought leaders. They actively engage their creative sides and tune into their own unique, expressive perspectives. Thus, their expressive talents tend to make them stand out. They also tend to be unapologetic for their styles or perspectives, instead taking pride in their boldness and their commitment to sharing their work. Chargers are meaning makers. Chargers have deep respect for the meaning that imbues each day and an equally deep desire to create meaningful moments in their lives. By looking for significant meaning in their lives, Chargers are able to avoid getting bogged down in the details that tend to draw other people up short. Chargers have full appreciation for the big picture. Their lives are spent striving to achieve worthy goals that tie to their passions and life purpose. They know as as Frank taught us, that man's real search is for a meaningful existence. Through this understanding, chargers have an high facility for consciously determining what things mean, with a tendency to positively interpret both their struggles and success in life. Chargers also try to create meaningful moments and memories with others, often surprising others with gifts, unique experiences, or simply kind words of love, admiration, and appreciation. Love. The drive for control. The stability we cannot find in the world, we must create within our own persons. We cannot control everything in our lives, nor should we attempt to. In fact, I often argue that most of the misery people feel in life comes from attempting to control things that either can be controlled or are inconsequential. You can't control the weather or the economy. You can't control others. You've learned that by now, I'm sure. For the most part, we can control only the quality of our character, actions, and contributions to the world. Still, the human drive for control runs deep, and we all tend to strive for more of it, until at last it is ultimately taken away from us. In the space in between, we have to learn the factors we can control that make our journey remarkable. This chapter aims to help you do that. That's a great book. That's a book from Brendan Burchard. The Charge Life? Chargers? What is it called? The Charge. As with all human drives, the drive for control can be a two-edged sword. If we seek too much control, we end up becoming inflexible and rigid. We start expecting everything to turn out exactly according to plan, and then lose our ability to be receptive and adaptive to anything we did not anticipate. We try to suppress any variability in our lives, caging ourselves into obsessively controlled routine, relationships, and environment. We collaborate less easily with others, and we tend to treat people harshly when they don't fall in line with what we want. It's terribly restricting and ultimately prevents us from experiencing the diversity, color, and joy of a more flexible and released life. How about